All right, final trip into the going out of business sale. 50 to 70% off, except, you know what, it's funny? Last 11 days, 1st of July they close, obviously, because today's the 18th, so 28th, 29th, around the 30th, they're probably closing, up to 70% off. There it is, the end of Toys R Us. It's all over with. All but the finalities. Can't even get down that aisle all the way. Last little bit of Star Wars. Last little bit of BMX stuff. Look at how they covered the UPC with the discount sticker, so you can't scan them. So these are $6.50. They're 50% off. I looked it up. The buy box price is only $8 on these. They want $6.50 for it here. Pie Face Sky High, $8, 50% off. Buy box price, 10 bucks, 10 and change right now for that. Gross proceeds, like 30 cents, not counting the rest of your expense. Another one is the Sound Moves, the wristbands here, Music by Moving, musical bands. 15, buy box price, $15.65. Literally, I scanned every item, but you can see the store is pretty much empty. Pretty much done, but every single thing I've scanned has just been garbage. Look at this stand-up display, 500 bucks. 500. Now, these things are interesting. They're recoils. I just looked them up. They're 35. So the price on these is 20. They're $40 for these, and the price was like 30. So there's just no room and nothing. So pretty much, man, 50-60% off items are break even. And anything lower than that, I don't know how people went to Toys R Us and flipped this stuff to Amazon. I'm looking up buy box prices. I'm looking up stuff like, you know, low end, high end averages, and even using like some of the apps like Jungle and that sort of thing. Even back in the day, using Terapeak to look this stuff up. There was never any profit to be made at Toys R Us. Apparently, there was no profit to be made in their store, let alone for somebody to buy it and resell it. So, it is what it is, guys. There it is, the end of Toys R Us as we know it, right there. Check out what I ran into here. Make an offer. Asking price is $5 grand. Why even bother to put an asking price? This thing is fairly heavy. It probably weighs about 100, 200 pounds. I mean, it's you know, not real, but it's heavy. It's a couple hundred pounds. I think we should offer 100 bucks for it. Check it out. So if Toys R Us is going out of business, as the sign says, are they selling the shopping carts and shopping cart storage areas? The corrals? What do you guys think? You know, it's incredible to me that a company that size, that big, and that iconic with that many employees and money and history ended up going out of business. You would think that they would have had enough sense and enough business leadership and enough everything to make it work. I understand that they were buried in debt. I understand about the competition from eBay and Amazon. I understand all that, but man, in today's business world, and I've preached this to you guys before, if you don't change and you don't adapt, you end up out of business. That's just as simple as it is. And so you guys gotta learn that if something's not working, you gotta fix it, you gotta change. If you've been doing the same thing for 3 months, 6 months, and your eBay store has the same sales and nothing is changing, you gotta change what you're doing, you gotta fix it. You gotta spend less money, you gotta charge less, you gotta try free shipping, you gotta try different photos, you gotta try buying different merchandise, you gotta try sourcing different places, you gotta do something to fix the problem. Because when something doesn't work for a week or two, yeah, okay, a month, 2 months, maybe something's just up, maybe it's slow, maybe it takes time, but if something's not been working for 3, 4, 5, 6 months, a year, then you have to make it work. You got to make the changes. Listen, this didn't happen overnight to Toys R Us. They had years to fix this, years, and they chose not to, or they couldn't, because they've made bad decisions to put themselves in the position that they were in, until ultimately what you just saw inside of that store happens. So hopefully you guys take this lesson. Adapt or fail. That's your choices. Adapt, change, or fail. Find something that works and stick with it. If it's not working, fix it. Enjoy your afternoon, guys. It's a beautiful Monday. You guys see it's like 100 degrees today in Tampa. At least it feels like it. I think it's like 94 actually. I'm gonna get ready to head home. I got a lot of work to do. So until next time, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. I'll have more great videos for you real soon. Thank you, everyone. See you again.